No white man ever set foot on the continent of Africa.
Huh?
You can't go to Africa and find anything that was built in the 11th century, 12th century, 13th century, 14th century. They're still standing
Oh
today.
my God, this is serious.
Nothing was ever built. You said, when they had cities, they had the great Songhai kingdom, there were the Mandingo.
Oh, God have mercy. Oh.
Zulus.
Oh.
Yeah, they did. They had large groups, tribes, but they lived in tents and they campfired. They didn't build anything. And the nations that they built are all dissolved today.
No.
There's
You can't be
nothing
serious.
there.
Yeah, first of all, white people did go into Africa within those centuries and centuries before. Look up the Periplus of the Eritrean Sea. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's a tongue tie. But yeah, it documents the Greco-Romans trading in Eastern Africa in the cities and ports that they had there. The Romans also sent expeditions into Western Africa and Eastern Africa as well. So there were white people going into Africa. Okay, as for the claim that he said nothing was built in those centuries, let's address that. What you're looking at here is the great enclosure built by my ancestors who are known as the Shona, the Karanga, Karanga. Well, we've got many names, okay? I digress. This was built in the 12th century. There's many of these. There's over 300 plus ruins like this in Zimbabwe and around Zimbabwe. Some built between the 12th century onwards. So the idea that nothing was ever built, nothing that was built is not standing is a load of nonsense. Even in the 1500s, a Portuguese explorer or whatever saw one of these being built by our ancestors. So the idea, again, nothing has ever been built. Why no white man stepped foot in these centuries is a load of bollocks. And I'll give you another example of what's still standing. Take a look at this. This is the Tower of Almanara. Built in the 15th century, and I probably butchered that name. Sorry to my Somali friends and brethren. But anyway, it's situated in the modern city of Mogadishu. Now, Mogadishu is a very, very beautiful city with an ancient, powerful ancient past. Honestly, there's other structures that are in there that go back centuries before that. Before the 15th century, the Periplus of the Eritrean Sea mentions this city, but it's got a different name. I think it's called Exema in there, but a very ancient city. Somalia was one of the richest regions in Africa. Don't look at where it is today. Look at the past. It's got a rich history, and I hope the country gets back to that. Anyway, I digress. Let me show you one more example. This is an 11th century church built in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. So this dude doesn't even know there's churches in Africa that are hundreds of years old. Yes, he's talking nonsense. What a shame to Christianity. Wow.